Hi, I'm Heath. I'm a small animal veterinarian in New England, small town New England. I wrote a book about my experience there. It's called North of the Collar. You can pre-order it in my link in my bio. The book comes out in November. Sorry, and then and so today I'm reading this other book. It's called The Invention of Surgery by David Schneider, MD. And it's the history of surgery. Um, and it's interspersed with some bits from his own experience as a surgeon, as a resident, that sort of thing. And so I'm going to read one of those. It's going to take a little bit, but trust me, it's worth it. I'm assuming I can get through this. I don't know how more times I can try this. This is during his residency. He's caring for this boy named Travis who was in a bad accident, is in a coma, has had several surgeries, has arrested several times, and had to be resuscitated. And then the family asked if they could bring his dog in. Honey is the dog's name, and so that's where we're going to start. And we'll see if I can make it all the way to the end this time. So, with some pomp and circumstance, Honey makes his way into the SICU, accompanied by Travis's parents and sister. I wonder if the dog will even recognize Travis, and he means that with like all the surgeries and stuff. I stand at the sliding glass door entrance to the room, readying myself to keep the dog from accidentally stepping on medical tubing or electrical cords. Honey paces into the room and with an alert snap of his head, fixes his gaze upon Travis. He deliberately takes another few steps closer to the bed, his head approaching the bed rail. Something very intentional is happening, and with my curiosity piqued, Honey sits down, observing. I glance at his family, and his mother's hands are to her mouth, his father a study of concentration. Honey rises and manages to probe his snout through an opening in the bed rail and touches his nose to Travis's hand, cajoling a response. There are now about 10 residents and nurses jockeying for position, trying to witness this surreal moment between boy and dog. And Honey spontaneously yelps a plaintive bark and assumes his posture on his haunches. And now, did I detect a wiggle of a finger? Is Travis moving his hand? We are poised, nobody moving, everyone watching that left hand. Except now I see Travis slowly moving his head to the left. Eyes still shut and swollen, and although it's the tiniest movement, it's obvious that it's intentional. Honey barks again, and it's like starting an old car after years of service. Travis is slowly reigniting. His head lifts almost imperceptibly, and murmurs of yes and no and oh my God are whispered out loud. Travis continues to respond, moving every limb as the minutes pass by. This further encourages Honey to bark, nuzzle, paw, and whine at Travis, as Travis is resurrected by some mysterious force. Eventually, Travis manages to lift an eyelid, and we are all so flummoxed there's nothing left to say. Sensing our earlier doubts, Travis's father locks eyes with mine and says, I told you there was something about our son and that dog. 6 months later, I'm walking along a public corridor in the clinical towers of the hospital. Internship continues to be a grind, and my preoccupation is to make it through the remaining months until I transition to orthopedic surgery residency. I guess I'm in daydream mode, eyes glazed over, until I realize that 2 people are making a beeline my way. I don't think I've met the younger one, but I recognize the older gentleman. I can't really tell why. Turning to his son, he says, Travis, this is one of the surgery residents who saved your life. I'm dumbfounded. I don't recognize Travis at all. And the only mark I see on his body is the tracheostomy scar at the base of his neck. His dad adds, Dr. Schneider was also there when Honey brought you back to life. Struggling for words, all I can say is, it's nice to meet you, Travis. Yeah, that's why we do this.